aka Mr. Viral, is back. Now, what's up, y'all? I missed y'all. Let's get to it. Okay. Joe Crack the Dawn has never been a rat in his life, has never told on a person in his life. I kill myself before I tell on somebody. Let's be clear about that, right? Now, with that being said, you have to realize, whether you know it or not, I'm at another level in my life. I work very, very hard to get to where I'm at. So I have friends, the biggest in the world, the biggest in the game, hitting me up. Yo, Joe, don't respond to these people. You bigger than that. Yo, Joe, don't this and this and that. They're trying to bring you down. Because you know that yesterday's price is not today's price. And mind you, I'm in Hermes. So now let me get this going, right? So now, today's about love or hate. Today's about love or hate. Now, meaning, we call people haters, but are they really haters, or do they hate that people love you? You tell me, Joe, you're the greatest storyteller ever in the world, then let me tell you a story. I got a story to tell, okay? Now, don't get upset with me because this is going to sound not true, but you could Google everything. Right? A month ago, I never talked about nothing. My brother Mutabel, salam alaikum, he's out in Saudi, formerly known. Please don't call me if you have my number now, guys, because I won't pick up ever again. My friend Mutabel, aka Napoleon of the Outlaws, tells this story that I don't even believe. He says 20-some years ago, Tupac Shakur, may he rest in peace, had trouble in the jail, and Fat Joe sent the kite upstate to make sure he was good and he was protected. Now, the story's true. I talk a lot of shit, but I never told that story in 20 years. Because real dudes do real things. So he tells the story. Tupac's right-hand man says, yo, Fat Joe saved Tupac. That's hard for some people to digest. This is Tupac Shakur, who I has labeled the realest rapper on the planet Earth. Cool. The next 2 weeks later, Common, formerly Common Sense, gets on an interview. I never told this story in 20 years. He gets on an interview where he says, Joey Crack, that brother saved my life. I was in LA and the Bloods was going to kill me, as in assassinate me, as in murder me. And Fat Joe jumped in front of it and said, please, because I'm not acting like I'm tougher than my people out there. But I said, listen, I grew up with him. Do it for me. Give me the pass. Do not hurt my brother Common. I grew up with him. He's my brother. He says this in an interview. I never asked him to say that. He says this in an interview. Fat Joe saved my life. Now, let's go forward. How to win. And so, this is the most fabricated, false paperwork I've ever seen in the history of mankind. This is like disgusting. Now, Those names you see on there are actual people. Those people really went to jail for 20 years. You guys and your friends was locked up with them. You never heard Fat Joe ever talk. They don't even know me. Those guys on that paper, I never met them. They don't know me. So you put a little whiteout on a piece of paper and you write Joseph Carter Jr.'s name. And you guys break my heart if you fall for that. You guys are disgusting. Because I am the one guy who's successful and still walk these streets to show you that there's no difference. You know, a lot of people, they get successful. And everybody's dream is, let's move out the hood.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. And I'm in Hermes. Oh, man. Shout out to motherfucking Fat Joe, man. Yo, it's Big Ant, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man, and stand on business. Now, I'm laughing at the delivery that Fat Joe is giving, not the seriousness of this situation. Now, y'all know how I am about that snitching shit, man, on the channel. If you've been tapped into Big Ant and tapped into the Urban Politicians TV platform, I do not agree and support or condone anybody fabricating something that can tear down a man's character. If you're going to throw that shit out there, make sure it's all the way factual. Make sure it's all the way proven, and it can be proven if any questions come about. Fat Joe responded to these allegations, saying they not true, they false. Now, I first seen it on YouTube with Star throwing it out there, but I said, you know what? I'm just going to take that as what it is on the Star Show. I think Star even might have said that he didn't know if it was all the way solid or not himself, but he was putting it out there and everything. And this is coming from Cuban links from what people are saying. Joe responding to him and his allegations from this information getting put out. Now, with Fat Joe, I'm going to tell y'all like I tell anybody else, man. Fat Joe was saying, hey, people are mad at him, upset with him because he been getting recognition lately. And then he had a party out in New York, and I had to clip that out the video because I didn't want it to just be, it's like an hour long on YouTube. You can find it all over the place. But he said he threw a party in New York where they recognized him. He had the Batman and Robin motherfucking light on the side of the building, but it had the TS. Joe is a real good storyteller. I never knew that. He was just fucking funny. But he was like, hey, man, these are real people who own these cases, but I have nothing to do with that. I'd rather kill myself. And I got to respect that all the way, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He not on that type of time. Like, you can't throw that jacket on nobody. I'm not finna go research and look up anybody information through searching their name and all that. Some people do that. That ain't really my thing. I'll wait and let it be confirmed by credible sources if somebody is a snitch or not and the people involved. And I'm going to make the best judgment before I report these type of things. Like I say, I can't put no information out there that's going to tear nobody's character down. Fat Joe came out, faced it, said his rich friends and everybody telling him to be quiet. But in these type of situations, bro, you going to probably have to speak out, bro, because you don't want nobody to be throwing that type of jacket on you around the scene. You got to speak up on it. It is what it is. Subscribe to the channel, Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Y'all hit the like section, comment section, all that. Tell me what y'all feel about this. Follow me on Instagram, Urban Politicians TV. Subscribe to the channel, man. Stay on your pivot for shit show.